The people and the relationships that we attract into our lives have everything to do with our energy and our attachment style. So in this video, I'm going to talk to you about why, if you're someone with an anxious attachment style, chances are that you're going to continue to attract someone with an avoidant attachment style until you do what I'm about to share with you in this video. These two attachment styles, anxious attachment and avoidant attachment, think of them as opposite energies. And opposite things, they get attracted to each other because they feed off each other's fears. Someone with an anxious attachment, they have a fear of abandonment. So the tendency that they have is that they keep chasing, they want closeness, they want constant reassurance because they are so scared that the person they are in a relationship with is going to leave them. Now, someone with an avoidant attachment style is scared of commitment, scared of closeness. They always want to keep their partner at an arm's length because they associate closeness and love with fear. So their tendency in relationships is always to withdraw, to run away, to not be open or vulnerable. Now, these two kinds of people, they learned to relate like this in their childhood. What happens is that we create more of what we are familiar with, even if that familiar thing is something that's unhealthy, even if this is something that creates pain in our lives. But it's the only thing that we know, it's the only thing that we have experienced in our lives, and therefore we are so good at it. We have practiced these unhealthy patterns of thinking, feeling, relating to people so much that they become the default mode from which we operate on a daily basis. So when it's time to be in a relationship with someone, we tend to be attracted to people and to patterns that we are familiar with. Because most of us, actually all of us, we are afraid of the unknown. Our brains do their best to keep us within the boundaries of what we know because they're so scared that if we try to exit or if we try to experience anything different, then it's going to lessen our chances of survival. The crazy part is that we come up with all kinds of excuses to keep going in these relationships that give us pain, that never adds any kind of value to our lives. It's quite the opposite. They drain us of physical, mental, emotional energy until we hit our threshold of pain. This is when we start to open our eyes and start to realize that, well, there has to be a better way to have a healthy relationship. I'm telling you, until you break this cycle, until you start going from anxious to secure, until you do the work on yourself, you're going to be attracted to partners who have this avoidant attachment style. They are going to make you earn love. They're going to make you work for it. They're going to give you breadcrumbs of attention. It's going to be destructive to your physical, mental, emotional health. The level of toxicity and anxiety that you are going to continue experiencing until you learn how to break this cycle is indescribable. And I'm speaking from experience and exactly how it feels. So for you to break this cycle and to start going from anxious to secure, you have to learn how to regulate your nervous system. You have to learn how to calm your nervous system down, and you start to recognize the patterns of unhealthy relationship. And anything else has to be toxic. You have to learn how to say no to that. Choose yourself, and you never settle down for something, for a relationship that is disrespectful to you. And the most important thing for someone to go from anxious to secure is to give themselves the love, the safety, the support they so much want to get from a love relationship. I'm here to tell you that when you go into a relationship and you're thirsty, you want so much to get all of these things. You're going to do everything you can to get that. You're going to lose your inner peace. You're going to lose self-respect. You're going to lose your well-being just to get all of these things. And I'm here to tell you, you have to find a way to give yourself all of these things so that you're not desperate, because an avoidant partner, they feed off your energy, and they sense when someone is desperate. They sense when a woman is willing to give up so much in exchange for so little. So I hope you take some time to reflect on the past relationships that you had. See if you recognize any of these patterns, and know that the that breaking this cycle starts with you choosing yourself and doing the work on yourself to go from anxious to secure, because this is the only way to break this cycle and to start attracting healthy partners who value you and they show up the way you want them to you and to the relationship. Let me know in the comments below if you find any of this useful. Take care of yourself, and I'll catch you up in our next video. Bye.